Sources tell CNN's Manu Raj
Oh, hell, CNN.
that Schumer had been making some demands.
Oh, the hell with Chuck. They need to walk Chuck out in handcuffs. They should have been walked Chuck out in handcuffs. The hell with Chuck. Still don't know how to turn the grill on. This lying, scamming dog. Lying, scamming dog, you, Chuck. They ought to walk your butt out.
For different interests in his party, including to unfreeze funding for an array of programs, and also asking Trump to agree to not attempt to push through another rescissions package that would codify some of the Department of Government Efficiency's cuts. We saw that $9 billion in cuts go through earlier this summer that impacted the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, of course, a topic that is still in the news today. But I want to pull up for you in full this Truth Social post from Trump, where he said, quote, Senator crying Chuck Schumer is demanding over $1 billion in order to approve a small number of our highly qualified nominees who should right now be helping to run our country. The demand is egregious and unprecedented and would be embarrassing to the Republican Party if it were accepted. Tell Schumer, who is under tremendous political pressure from within his own party, the radical left lunatics, to go to hell. Do not...
Woo! Our president said it. You got doggone right. He said it. I'm here for it. I am here for it. And you know what I love? I love how they have it highlighted. Yeah, that might be the best thing y'all did. Thank you for highlighting the best part of this post from President Trump. Thank you. Y'all put it and highlighted it. That is good. This is good. Go to hell.
Accept the offer, go home and explain to your constituents what bad people the Democrats are and what a great job the Republicans are doing and have done for our country. He ends that with have a great recess and make America great again. This post coming after Trump had repeatedly said that maybe they need to cancel August recess altogether so that they can stay and get his nominees across the finish line. Of course, Schumer taking these moves, this is a part of the power that the Democrats have in the minority, is to put some hurdles in the way for Republicans when it comes to getting things done.
Julia Benbrook, thank you very much. Now, in that context, Democratic Senator Cory Booker is urging his party to fight.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Well, boy, oh boy, what's going on, family? We got some big things to get into today. It's going down. And let's start it off with CNN. People can't believe that this was aired. Let's go and play this real quick. Oh, boy.
The Donald Trump administration is arguably the most influential this century and probably as well dating back a good portion of the last century as well. Love it, like it, lump it. Trump is remaking the United States of America. Let's talk about tariffs first, right? There's all this talk that Donald Trump always chickens out when it comes to tariffs. No tacos for Trump. The effective tariff rate, get this. It's 18%, the highest since the FDR administration in the 1930s, up from, get this, just 2% last year. From just 2% last year, we're talking about a level, an effective tariff rate level, get this, 9 times as high this year than last year. But it's not just on tariffs, which of course Donald Trump ran on, in which you're seeing a tremendously influential presidency. What about immigration? Of course, Trump ran and has always run on a very hawkish immigration platform. Get this, 2025 net migration in the United States down at least 60% from last year. In fact, we may be heading for the first time in at least 50 years in which we have net negative migration into the United States. And last year, of course, in 2024, the net migration in the U.S. was 2.8 million. This year, we might be talking about negative net migration. My goodness gracious. Now, of course, this is part of a larger story, as I was mentioning. We're talking about immigration, net migration. We're talking about the effective tariff rate. But get this. How is Donald Trump doing it? Well, he is signing a ton of executive orders. Get this, 180, the most in a year since Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Oh, my goodness, you have to go back to the first half of the 20th century, the last century. And to make a comparison, Joe Biden signed, get this, just 77 during his entire first year. And we're only a little bit in August so far. And Donald Trump making history with 180 executive orders signed so far this year. So that's why I said that in my mind, Donald Trump is the most influential president of this century and probably dating back a good portion of the last century. That is because he is remaking the country in terms of tariffs. He is remaking the country in terms of net migration, and he is remaking the country in terms of how much policy changes he's putting through in executive orders. As I said, it truly is history making. Love it, like it, or lump it.
But yeah, you heard that. You know, we got to take our win somewhere, man. But President Trump is kicking butt these last 6 months into his second term, and there's been a lot of wins stacking up. But we're getting to what everybody's talking about right now between President Trump and Chuck Schumer, him calling out Schumer and firing back, and this is good. This is good. Like I say, out of this post, my favorite part was tell Schumer, who was under tremendous political pressure from within his own party, the radical left lunatics, to go to hell. But y'all know Trump is not effing around, man. And again, calling out Schumer, who's demanding over $1 billion in order to approve a small number of highly qualified nominees. And Trump says who should right now be helping to run our country. You know, I tell you, you just can't make it up with these Democrats, man. But Trump says, do not accept the offer. Go home and explain to your constituents what bad people the Democrats are and what a great job the Republicans are doing and have done for our country. Have a great recess and make America great again. Oh, boy. It is going down. Yeah, buddy.
Meanwhile, Washington, senators out for recess.
Yes, senators leaving Washington last night for their month-long August recess after failing to reach a deal to advance dozens of President Trump's nominees.
Madeline Rivera
going on a break.
Joining us live from Washington with the very latest. Good morning, Maddie.
Good morning. The Senate held a rare weekend session Saturday, hoping they can come up with a deal to advance some of President Trump's nominees. Senate Democrats wanted the White House to unfreeze federal funding to pass a small batch of the president's non-controversial nominees. But the president thought Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer was going too far. He told Republicans not to accept the offer, saying it is political extortion by any other name. Tells Schumer, who is under tremendous political pressure from within his own party, the radical left lunatics, to go to hell. Senate Majority Leader John Thune says while there were many offers made between him and Schumer, Democrats were too dug in.
This is historic and unprecedented obstruction when it comes to allowing someone who has been elected by the people of this country in a fairly significant, I would argue, mandate, an election, to get their person in place to do the jobs that the American people elected that president, President Trump, to do.
Schumer, meantime, says it's the president who blew up the negotiations.
Trump threw in the towel, sent Republicans home, and was unable to do the basic work of negotiating. Is this the art of the deal? Posture? Cajole? Stamp your feet and then give up? This says it all.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I get tired of seeing his ass. I really do. They need to walk his butt out. They really do need to walk him out. I get tired. Am I the only one? I get tired of seeing he up there screaming about beer, avocados. He up there lying, saying it's going to cost the American families an extra $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. You know, and then the report comes back and they say, Chuck, didn't you say this? Chuck, you said this. Why didn't it happen? Lying, scamming dog, you, Chuck. I get tired of seeing him up there.
Donald Trump tried to bully us, go around us, threaten us, call us names. But he got nothing.
The Senate ended up holding rapid-fire votes on 7 nominees before leaving Washington until September. Republicans now say they might consider changing Senate rules to speed up the pace of confirmations. Charlie, Katie, and Griff.
Thanks, Maddie.
Very much. I think it's really important the audience understands that this type of obstruction that's happening right now is absolutely unprecedented, what Democrats have done. And the president has tried to get the Senate to stay in session to push through the nominees for a number of open positions, undersecretaries, ambassadorships around the world for important posts. And yet here they are leaving without those confirmations, hundreds of them waiting around after being, confirmed and after being voted out of the Senate committees. I mean, the level of obstruction here by the Democrats is absolutely outrageous.
It's a great point, Katie, because you saw Leader Thune there with that graph, if our viewers could see in the back of Maddie's report, and that graph showed that zero of nominees have been confirmed through a voice vote, whereas we've never had a president who, at the end of the day, you can obstruct and challenge, and that's what Democrats are saying, stand up and fight Trump, but you can't obstruct the government process. I mean, this is confirmation of nominees that need to continue our government functioning.
And of course, the thing to remember about this is that all of the tools that Democrats are using to obstruct here are customs that are designed by the Senate. They're not part of the Constitution. There are no constitutional rules that they're invoking here. They're just basic customs that are agreed upon by the United States Senate. And when you have a United States Senate that has the track record that it has, you start to wonder why we still have these customs and what the Senate should just operate like the House. And I say that as somebody who has long admired the Senate, but they're a failure.
Well, that's why they're considering about changing the rules, excuse me, which wouldn't happen until after they return, but we'll see where that goes.